welcome back everybody to the Fruit of Grisaia, where we're being used by others.
I mean, I feel like that's pretty standard considering Yuuji's past. But hey, at least we're not being used by Machina as a pseudo-papa, even though we would have gotten paid for it. But that's something.
I would have felt bad.
Oh, me too. I definitely would have too. At least he handled it pretty well, all things considered.
No. Considering that entire thing is, handled it literally the best he could have. Better than I would think he would have.
Actually, yes. Yes, I agree. And now we'll see, I believe the next interaction is probably with Amane, where we might end up on her route if we don't screw up. We'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm accustomed to being used by others. After all, at my part-time job, it's not considered acceptable to second-guess your orders, let alone defy them. Once you're given instructions, you're expected to carry them out to the letter, without question, without hesitation, and without doubt. In other words, there's no right to disobey. Then again, simply do what you're told, and you'll always be provided with the necessities of life. There's no need to agonize over your decisions when you're not the one making them. That feels like a dangerous mentality. In that sense, it's a very easy life.
ごめんね、ユージ。面倒な仕事頼んじゃって。
Speaking of pains.
Don't worry about it.
I'm currently carrying a metal overhead projector down the hallway. Ooh. That thing is probably heavy as hell if it's like the ones that they used to have where it has the light in the bottom, it projects the image through the top.
Yep.
Oh. In our increasingly computerized age, this sort of bulky machine is already well down the road to complete obsolescence, but a fraction of that teaching staff, specifically those older than 50, doesn't seem to have gotten the memo. Alright. As a general rule, these older instructors prefer to use handwritten transparencies as visual aids for their lessons. Personally, I don't really like to complain about the elderly not moving with the times, but every classroom in this school has a retractable LCD projector mounted in the ceiling. So being forced to lug this heavy thing around for every lesson is definitely enough to inspire a few exasperated sighs. They have all this money and they couldn't put it on a cart.
Oh, 100%, yes.
How expensive is a cart?
Yes.
なんかさ、今まではこういう仕事って全部私に回ってきたから、ユージが来てくれたおかげで助かるよ。
You're seriously exaggerating. This is nothing.
Saving people is something else entirely. Something much, much more difficult. In the first place, Amane isn't my superior or anything. I have the right to turn her requests down flat. Since I'm not exercising that right, I'm acting out of my own free will. There's nothing to thank me for.
Anyway, I'm just trying to show off in front of a woman pure self-interest.
へえ、でもさ、嫌いな子の前でいいとこ見せる必要なんてないもんね。それってつまり、ユージは私のことを好きなんだ。
It would be really funny if that was the lead into the choice.
It would be amazing. As a general rule, I dislike women who ask annoying questions. You don't have following me around, by the way. I know where the equipment room is.
またそうやってすぐ意地悪なこと言う。女の子にそういう態度取るのがかっこいいとか思ってるなら、それ勘違いだからね。
That a fact? Okay, let me rephrase that then. Leave this to me, Amane. You go ahead. I'll catch up later.
それって死亡フラグじゃん。
No.
Amane, once this job's done, let's get married.
いや、だからそれ死亡フラグだってば。つうか冗談だって分かっててもドキッとするから、あんまそういうこと言わないでよ。私結構本気にしちゃうタイプだし。
Maybe that's exactly what we
Don't
want.
worry. We're just kidding. Also, I'm only one day away from retirement. Duly noted.
まあいいわ。 どこにでもついてくる鬱陶しい女だって思われるのもあれだし、
I mean, you
後の
know,
ことは任せてもいい
there are
の
some
ね。
scenes in the past.
I wouldn't call her a stalker, though. I feel like of anybody, it's probably maybe Sachi or possibly Michiru. It's just Michiru's not good at it.
I could see that. Yeah. Yeah, not a problem.
じゃあさ、私先に帰って晩ご飯の用意するね。何が食べたい？
What?
だから今日の晩ご飯私が作ってあげる。何がいい？
You really don't need to do that.
別にお礼じゃないわよ。私が勝手に作りたいって言ってるだけ。
Well, okay, I can't really argue with that.
Look.
そうでも言わなきゃ、あんたちっとも食べに来ないじゃない。あんたの分も用意しておくから、ちゃんと食べに来るのよ。いい？
Is that a threat?
Hey, hold on.
Unilaterally announcing a schedule as if the matter has already been decided, then disappearing before I have time to object. It's a favorite trick of the crafty older women. By repeating this process numerous times, they deeply imprint the idea I can't oppose this woman onto my subconscious, ultimately depriving me of the ability to voice any resistance to their plans. Resistance is futile. Why exactly do these sorts of sly women flock around me like moths to a flame? At this point, I'm half convinced it's some kind of a curse.
Bushy girl.
Watching Amane bound jauntily off down the hallway, I heave a light sigh. In the next moment, the cell phone in my breast pocket begins to buzz with a harsh electronic sound. As the ringing phone vibrates against me, I feel the warmth drain from my chest. It's my black cell phone, the one I was given for work. It's the black phone. Ethan Hawke is calling.
Oh no!
I pull the phone out of my pocket and glance at the LCD screen. The caller's name is displayed Julia, first and foremost among the sly women of my life. After a short, deep breath, I press the answer button and hold the phone to my ear.
仕事よ、ユージ。
The first thing I hear is electronic noise, as the call's converted from a general analog line to an encrypted digital connection. That and the commanding voice of a woman, a voice that brooks no opposition. In the answer to her clipped, succinct words, I offer a similarly terse and businesslike response.
What's the situation?
タイプ B、準待機。あなた、まだ学校にいるわね。17分後に迎えに行く。用意して。
Wow, okay. We actually get to see work.
Affirmative.
She cuts off the call without warning before the word is completely out of my mouth. Par for the course.
17 minutes.
Returning the phone in my hand to my breast pocket, I glance at the cheap digital wristwatch on my left wrist, which currently reads 4:50 p.m. Looking up, I hurriedly scan my surroundings. When I look back over my shoulder, I find Sakaki performing her usual languid intellectual girl act, one elbow resting on a windowsill as she sighs apathetically for no apparent reason. I call out to her without hesitation.
Sakaki.
何？
Sakaki turns to look at me with a displeased frown on her face, roughly translatable as, I'm not deaf, and approaches me with obvious reluctance.
Oh, sorry, can you take care of this?
は？
Something urgent just came up. You know where the equipment room is, right? I need you to take this back for me. Please.
ちょっと、どうして私が？
I said, please.
I owe you one.
あ、ちょ
We'll do your route next.
Maybe. No promises.
Probably not.
Not waiting for Sakaki's response, I turn my back on her and break into a run. She doesn't raise her voice to berate me, let alone chase after me. Exactly as I calculated beforehand. Well, yeah, you just handed her the projector. It probably is hard to run with that. I'm pretty sure Sakaki loathes domineering men from the bottom of her heart, but that hatred is so intense precisely because she can't offer much resistance to them. It takes me 1 minute and 40 seconds to reach my room. Since I ran all out, I've worked up a good sweat in that time. But thanks to the daily running regimen I've kept up since coming here, my breathing is still pretty regular. Yeah, or that. I quickly peel myself out of my sweat-soaked school uniform and toss it carelessly aside. Opening the sack sitting in the corner of my room, I take out my change of clothes. Specifically, a green work uniform with the name of a cleaning company embroidered on the shirt, a cap of the same color, and a package of disposable adult diapers. Interesting. First order of business, I take a diaper out of the plastic packaging and wrap it around myself. In my line of work generally, and especially in my specific job, it's often impossible to take a bathroom break once you've taken your position. That would be my downfall. Fact of the matter is, I once spent several hours of a lengthy job stewing in my own piss. Ugh. The discomfort I endured on that occasion is beyond my ability to express in words. As a direct result, I picked up the habit of wearing a disposable diaper to any job, no matter how minor. As soon as I finish with the diaper, I slip on my light green work shirt, step into the trousers, tighten my belt, and put on my hat, completing my change into the frog uniform reviled by all who wear it. Okay, we're Agent 47, in a diaper. Finally, I put on a pair of deerskin gloves as a measure against possible injury to my fingertips, completing my preparations. Taking my phone out of the school uniform, I push them into my breast pocket and head for the door. As I reach for the doorknob, I take a final look back into the interior of my room. The school uniform scattered messily on the floor kind of stands out, but there's no reason to worry about it now. In this school, there aren't any superiors to chew me out about it while brandishing the punishment stick. Wow, his last school sounds like a blast. Might as well just clean it up when, and if, I come back. There's always the possibility I'll never get that chance. But in that case, nobody's going to be able to nag me about anything ever again. Cryptic. I burst out of the dorm and rush toward the school gate. My body feels light. Even as I burrowed my way into the lax student life, casually gathering small fragments of happiness with every passing day. Even when I was startled to find my cheeks loosening into a spontaneous smile. Even at the best of times, that underlying feeling of frustration never disappeared. That vague, heavy anxiety was always with me. And yet, with a single curt phone call, that weight has been lifted from my shoulders. My body moves freely, effortlessly. When you get down to it, this is how I was made. This is how I'm supposed to operate. This is what I am. As I try to convince myself of that, my body grows lighter still. But in exchange, I can feel the gaping, empty hole in my chest growing wider.
Huh? あれ、Yuuji?
Can't talk. Dinner to go, please. An unexpected...
He just like grabs it out of her hand and keeps running.
I mean, thanks for the meal, bye! An unexpected voice brings me to a reflexive halt. When I turn, sure enough, Amane's standing a few meters away.
なーに？その格好、どっか行くの？
You saw nothing. Yeah, got called into work all of a sudden.
うん、そうなんだ。なんだっけ？掃除屋さんだっけ？もしかして遅くなるの？
I may not be getting back at all.
Well, I might not be able to make that.
そっか。わかった。じゃあ私、晩ご飯用意して、食べないで待っててあげる。
Oh no, now she's going to starve.
I don't know if I'm gonna come back at a reasonable hour.
いいよ、待ってる。でも、できるだけ早くね。ん？お返事は？
Not today.
This just turns into that one Futurama episode.
Oh, yeah.
She's just waiting for us forever.
Oh, no. It makes me laugh, but makes me sad at the same time.
Oh, 100%. Legitimately, like, there are movies that are supposed to be sad that, like, fail on every level for me. A lot of them. Boy, that's, like, one of the most, like, kick in the dick endings of anything I've ever watched ever.
It really is. It is one of the few Futurama episodes that I cannot watch unless I am in a very specific mindset.
Makes sense. 100% makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright.
よしよし。じゃあ、頑張って働いておいで。ちなみに晩ご飯のメニューは、マキナの希望で、酢豚に決まったから。
Is Machina going to be joining us on the rest of the route as well?
If that kind of game.
Potentially.
何もしかして酢豚は嫌い？パイナップルなら入れないよ。
Why not? Pineapple's delicious.
Yes, it is. Well, that's not it. Thank you, Amane.
うん何あんたがお礼言うなんてなんか変じゃない？
Okay, I'm heading out.
はい行ってらっしゃい。
行ってきま
Ah, where did you come from?
ーす。ユージ
Look, woman, don't just casually butt your way into a conversation between young people.
あ、ひどい。ねえ、ちょっと今の聞いた？ひどいよね、この子。
What happened to the lady from the phone call? Bring back the lady from the phone call.
はあ
Why are you here?
何って迎えに行くって電話で言ったじゃない。ちゃんと人の話聞きなさいよ。
I don't remember anything about that ride being you.
It's not your route.
そりゃそうよ。言ってないしね。
Wow.
Okay, look, can you stop talking in that sugary tone of voice? You sound like a transvestite magician, and it's raising my blood pressure.
Frankenfurter?
For some reason, I thought of
ユージ
the magician from House of the Dead.
Oh, well. Actually, maybe. I am. Oh, wait, no, that was the Emperor.
Yeah, because magician's the one in the first game, right?
No, Magician's in the second game. It was the boss before you fight the Emperor, but which arguably is actually a harder fight.
Oh, is the magician the actual one at the bottom of the stairs before you go up the tower?
Yeah.
Ah, shit, yeah, you're right. No, that is easily a harder fight. Yeah.
Because I just remember that being such a pain in the ass to actually fight him.
No, that's a way harder fight, because if you can beat him, then the last one's just a boss rush.
Yep.
Like, because he transforms into all of them. So yeah. Unfortunately, I heard that remake sucks. And that's the most disappointing thing, because...
Man,
oh my goodness.
I hate that. I was really looking forward to checking that out.
Me too. Right, as I may have mentioned before, this blonde clown is JB. Feel free to ignore her stupid jokes.
いやーね、別にふざけてなんかないじゃない。
We says.
Stop talking. Let's just go.
髪を引っ張らないでっていつも言ってるでしょ。
Wait, what do you mean how many times?
乱暴ね。
Wait,
それに
it's
挨
not your
拶ぐらいさ
route?
せなさいよ。
All routes lead to JB.
Are you serious?
こんにちは。はじめましてなのかしら。ユージの保護者の春寺ゆりあです。いつもうちのユージがお世話になっているみたいで。スオ・アマネさん
How do you know my name? I know all of your names.
Yeah, because I highly doubt that he would have actually told her. That's the best
どう
part.
して私の名前を？
No way. No, she's got dossiers on every single one of them.
Oh, 100%. Easily, yeah.
それはもちろん。いつもお話はユージから聞いてるし。ね。
Alright,
これ、私の
You know
お
what?
名刺。
never mind, I take it back. Good wingmanning.
Wingman.
どうも、有限会社アサヒクリーン広報2課分室室長春寺ゆりやさん。
Oh, I really expected the business card just to either be blank or have a goofy little cartoon figure with a tongue sticking out or something.
そう。気安く JB って呼んでいい
I
のよ。
feel like second public relations is a title that you would so not expect for a cleaning company that you'd be like, so this cleaning company is a front, right?
Either that or it's like a Viscera cleanup detail.
Exactly.
はあ、
It's more than enough, isn't it? Let's go, JB.
だから髪を引っ張らないでってあ、いや
You know you like it? I don't know.
Later, Amane.
あ、いってらっしゃい。
Later on, this could be you.
なんなの今の人。
怒った？
Why would I be?
なんか私のことあの子たちに合わせたくないみたいじゃない。
That's probably true.
I mean, that's right. I don't. You stink of gunpowder, JB.
そうかな。私匂う？
Turns out that's actually her perfume.
It's a figure of speech.
まあね。そりゃ急に来たのは悪かったわ。それは謝るけど、あんまり過敏になってもかえって怪しまれるわよ。気をつけなさい。
I know.
乗って。
You know, this car never gets any less obnoxiously flashy, and the interior stinks of perfume. That's not a figure of speech.
火薬臭いよりはマシでしょ。文句言わないの。
Gunpowder by Dior. As she speaks, JB leans over toward me in order to put on her seatbelt, her body exuding the same sweet smell of perfume that pervades the car. It's the raw scent of an adult woman.
Raw.
Rawr. As a general rule, women sprinkle more perfume on themselves with every year they age. Interesting. Some of them end up as walking air fresheners, but JB's fragrance isn't too unpleasant. Somewhat reminiscent of a mother's scent, if anything. Better than the smell of gunpowder, to be sure. Oh god, she even drives like Amane!
And what's our destination?
まずは横浜の営業所。そこで装備一式の受け渡しと、今回一緒に仕事をするメンバーと顔合わせを済ませて、その後は会社のワゴン車で移動。
A good old station wagon.
Will I be working with a partner?
いいえ、今回もあなたは一人よ。他のメンバーとは別行動になるわ。
Then there's hardly any point in meeting this then.
会いたくないのならそれでも構わないけど、どうする？メンバーの中には女の子が2人いるよ。
Do they have profile pictures?
What does the team matter? I'll be with them for what? Part of the van ride, and their gender is even less relevant.
なんかイラついてるのね。最近ちゃんと眠れてる？
You know I don't sleep.
Can't. I'm still a shallow sleeper, and my dreams are always about the past.
少し眠っておいたら？会社に着いたら起こしてあげるから。
Sounds like a plan.
I open the glove compartment and retrieve a bottle of eye drops and a sleep mask. Interesting. According to the watch on my wrist, it's now 5:26 p.m. About time I got started on stretching my ocular muscles in preparation for my job. Pressing the back of my head firmly against my headrest, I apply a single drop of fluid to both my eyes, then gently close them. Eyes still shut, I move my eyeballs in a regular figure 8 pattern, sometimes squeezing my eyelids firmly down against them. Opening my eyes, I swing my focus up and down to the absolute limit, as if attempting to look right at my own forehead and chin. Next, I move my eyes left to right, trying to catch a glimpse of my own ears. I repeat the same exercises a total of 5 times, with 1-minute breaks in between of each repetition. And then my screen is fully calibrated, and I'm ready to fight the Covenant.
What's wrong? I can't see my forehead.
When I'm finished, I gently close my eyes, slip on the sleep mask, and consciously slow my breathing. And inside the car, enveloped in JB's sweet fragrance, I quietly fall into sleep. For 5 minutes. Nope, that was more than 5 minutes.
みちるなのですから、ミッチーなどいかがでしょう？
Mitcher!
もう、そ
それならいっそミッツィとかどうなのよさ。なんかこう口んとこがバッテンな感じでキュートなのよ。
Plots?
あのね、さっきから黙って聞いてれば何好き勝手なこと言ってるわけ？暇つぶしで人の名前をいじらないでくれる？
But that's part of the fun.
だってチルチルって呼ぶなーって言ったのあんただよ。
だからって変なあだ名を新しくつけろって言った覚えはないわよ。つうかあんたって言うな。
めんどくせえ女だな。じゃあなんて呼べばいいのよさ。
Her Royal Majesty?
私にはちゃんと松島みちるって名前があんでしょが。変なあだ名とかいらないから。
Wait a minute, I thought we had a whole episode where you were trying to designate nicknames for everybody.
Actually,
じゃ
valid.
あみちる、
呼び捨てにすんな。私の方が年上だっての。
みちるちゃん、
ちゃん付けすんな。子供扱いじゃないのよ。
みちるさ
あんたが言うとインギン無礼。なんかムカつく。
ではみちる様ということで。
Michiru Dono.
それはその
いやいや、待て待て。何も名前をもじるだけがあだ名じゃないのよ。例えばジージャンデカはいつもジージャンを着ているからそうあだ名されるのであって、何かこう身体的な特徴、主にビジュアルからイメージするようなあだ名を。
Stick.
だから無理にあだ名をつける必要がどこにあるの？人の話聞いてお願いだから。
よし、今日からお前はパツキンデカだ。よろしくな。
Has she detected anything?
見たまんまだし、つかデカじゃないし。
でもその場合髪が伸びて地毛の色が出始める頃には通用しなくなってしまうような。あ、プリンデカというのはいかがですか？もしくはもっと安っぽさを強調してプッチンデカとか。
もうだからデカじゃないって言ってんでしょが。つうかプリン言うな。
だんだんうざくなってきたのよさ。
そりゃ私のセリフだ。もう
もう鬱陶しいのよさ。じゃあチルチルはイカフライに何をかけて食べる？
醤油かな。
じゃあもうイカ醤油でいいよね。今日からチルチルはイカ醤油ってことでよろしく。
When you're a squid, you're a kid.
もう急にめんどくさくなって適当なあだ名つけるな。
No, but she just covered that she's not a kid. Otherwise, Chan would have been acceptable.
True.
まあまあ落ち着いてくださいイカ醤油様。
Oh, is it changed? Please tell me it changes.
落ち着けるか。
No!
それと
あ
とりあえず呼んでみるのやめて。
I was hoping.
もううるさいな。何大声出してんのよ。近所迷惑でしょ。
And by neighbors, I mean me.
チルチルの新しいあだ名を考えてたのよさ。なんだっけ？
イカ醤油よイカ醤油。っていうか私はイカ醤油じゃないわよ。
I am soy squid. I am not soy squid. I'm an in-between state of soy and squid.
どっちなのよ。
鮮魚超人マグロマンに出てくる怪人みたいで素敵じゃないですかイカ醤油。
他人事だと思って気軽に肯定してくれてんじゃないわよ。いい？これは立派ないじめよ。
Michiru, of all of the things to happen to you so far in this game, this is the least legitimate case of bullying. No joke.
ちなみにアマネはイカフライに何をかけて食べる？
そうね、醤油かな。
Oh, sorry, you're soy squid number 2.
なんとしまったのよさ。ここにも怪人イカ醤油がもう一匹。 チルチル、残念だけどイカ醤油は諦めてほしいのよ。
全然残念じゃないから、心の底からホッとしてるから。
ちなみに私はソース派です。
別に聞いてないから。
よし、今日から貴様はイカソースだ。
Why wouldn't it be barbecue squid?
ほら見なさい、余計なこと言うから頭の悪い子に変なあだ名つけられ
そして私はイカマヨ。
た。あんたイカフライにマヨネーズつけて食べるの？
え、だってほら、おつまみとかのサキイカにはマヨネーズつけて食べるんだし、変じゃないよね。
そう言われると、どうなんだろう。
多数決でも取ってみる？
いや、何の意味があって。
There is none.
お？ちょいとそこ行くお嬢さん、意見を聞かせておくれでないかい？
How long have you been here? Have you just been lurking in the corner again?
そうそう、そこでしかと決め込んでるあなたよ。そこで私に気安く話しかけないでくれないかしら。友達だと思われたら迷惑だわって背中で語ってるあなた。
That is actually
あ
a
なたに
really
言って
good
るのよ。
description.
It is. How do you take your squid?
せっかくスルーしようと思っていたのに、一番厄介なのに見つかって声かけられたって感じで大きく肩を落としているあなた。そこのあなた、とりあえずこっち向け。なんで怒ってんの？
胸に手を当ててよく考えてごらんなさい。
知るか。そんなことよりユミちゃんはイカフライに何をかけて食べるのよ。
さすがに堪忍袋の尾が切れそうだが。
Oh, but you haven't even gotten the box cutter yet.
ごめん、言ってること難しすぎた。イカフライってあるでしょ。こうイカを輪切りにして衣をつけて揚げたやつ。
Machina loves to push people's buttons.
知っているわよ、それぐらい。
だよな。でだ、それに何つけて食べるって話なんだけど。
残念ながらそんな庶民の食べ物なんて私は食べたことないわ。
Huh.
え、マジで？
本当よ。だから私に変なあだ名をつけようとしても無駄の。
No squid.
Oh, you're still a good one.
よし、今日から貴様はノンフライだ。
Nega squid. That sounds like a Godzilla villain.
It does.
この子、人の話をまるで聞いていない。
確かに榊さんってノンフライって感じするよね。
It's all fun and games until Nega squid starts throwing ink in your face to leave the room.
Mm-hmm.
ちょっとアマネ、笑ってないであんたからも言ってよ。人に変なあだ名つけるなって。
いいじゃない、別に楽しくて。
全然楽しくないわよ。だいたいあの子のつけるあだ名って悪意があるのよ。
おい、人聞きの悪いことを言うなよパツキン。後ろからやっちまうぞてめえ。
I don't think she understands.
つーか、最近ますます言葉遣い悪くなってきてるし。
これは明らかに風見さんの悪影響ですよね。
私には自分がないから人の真似をして生きていくしかないのよさ。
Huh.
だから仕方がないのよ。
何ちょっと悲しいこと言ってごまかそうとしてんのよ。そんなんで騙されないわよ。ちょっとこっち来なさいな。
痛い、引っ張らないで、脱げちゃうの。
あんたまたブラしてない。この子はもう
見られて減るもんじゃないのよさ。
All right.
私、もう部屋に戻っても構わないかしら。
Valid.
I don't think anybody was stopping you.
まだいいじゃない。どうせ部屋に帰ってもネットでエロ画像を集めるぐらいしかやることないんでしょ。
Well, I hear the internet is really, really great for that.
勝手な憶測で私を語らないでいただけないかしら。
はいはい、ごめんよ。そうカリカリしないでよ。ノンフライなんでしょ。
その変なあだ名もやめて。
へいへい。っていうかさ、そもそもなんでイカフライなの？
それは多分マキちゃんが食べたいだけなのではないかと。
そうなの？でもマキナ、今日は酢豚がいいって言ってたじゃない。
I changed my mind. Pray I don't alter it further.
酢豚がいいのよ。でもイカフライも嫌いじゃないのよさ。
イカフライね。なんでか知らないけど、あんたってば歯ごたえのある食べ物好きよね。
硬い方が食べ物としての満足度が上。
まあわかんないでもないけどね。じゃあイカフライも作ろうか。肉。
それがいいのよ。あれ、そういえばお兄ちゃんは？
あ、ユージならバイトだって。さっき JB って人と出かけてったよ。
バイト？
別に興味なんかないけどあいつ何のバイトしてんのよ。
No one knows.
掃除屋さんなのかな。清掃業者の作業服みたいなの着てたし。
ああ、そういえばそんなこと言ってたわね。風見さん、両親を早くに亡くしたみたいですし、学費とかも自分で働いて捻出していらっしゃるのでしょうか。
彼は書類上海外からの招待入学枠で在籍しているから、学費の8割は免除されているはずよ。
Yeah, but it's the last 20% that gets you.
Also, how do you
在
know
学
that?
費は免除でも日々の生活費とかは自費ですよね。
Her dad does run the school, so I'm sure if she went to the...
But she doesn't talk to him.
Right, she doesn't talk to him, but I am sure that if she went to look up the information,
Yeah.
Tachibana would not stop her.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
そこまでは知らないわ。
JB とかっていううさんくさい金髪女が面倒を見てるんじゃないの？その辺はさ。
それ言ったら後染め偽金髪のチルチルの方がうさんくさいけどな。
あんたね、伸ばすわよ。
何をだよ。
そもそもハルデラさんって何者なんでしょう？
なんだっけ、ユージのものすごく遠い親戚だっけ？
So distant, they may not even be related at all.
あいつの
Yep.
お姉さんの妹？
Wait.
それって結局姉なのでは？
Your family tree is a
Good
wreath.
お姉さんの友達じゃなかったかしら。
What does that make them? Absolutely nothing.
Yep, which is what you'll be in a minute.
それって他人じゃん。他人がなんであいつの面倒を見てるのよ。
私に聞かれても知るわけないじゃない。
でも挨拶をするといつもうちのユージがお世話になってますっていかにも身内然とした受け答えをなさいますし、血縁はなくとも深い関係が推測されますよね。
Much to his chagrin.
サチ、あんたあの女と話したことあるの？ああ、はい。以前校門の前を掃除していた時にお見かけしました。何やら校門から内部を監視するような不審な人物を発見したので、速やかに排除しようと竹ぼうきを片手に声をかけましたら、ハルデラさんでした。
I just imagine her just whipping it around like a staff, getting ready for combat. And it's like, oh, it's you.
ねえさっちゃん、不審者を見かけたらとりあえず声をかけるってのやめなよ。本当に不審者だったらどうする気？
Chase them off with her trusty broom.
不審な行動をしていると 声をかけてくる者がいるという事実が重要なのですよ。犯罪を制圧するのが目的ではなく、未然に抑止するための警戒行動です。
言いたいことはわかるけどさ、実際に悪意を持った男に襲われたら、あんたなんか障子紙破るみたいにあっさり抑え込まれちゃうわよ。
She can just use her superhuman android strength.
でも確かになんか怪しいのよね、あの女。私もこの前駅前で偶然に会って少し話をしたんだけど、なんかこうひょうひょうとして正体をつかませないっていうか、妙に人懐っこいあの笑顔も嘘くさいし。
Very perceptive.
でもそんな悪い人じゃないのよ。この前ガムくれたのよさ。
Weirdly enough, there's a strange beeping sound inside me now.
Beep.
あんたもあったの？っていうか、知らない人から物をもらっちゃダメっていっつも言ってるでしょうが。
Yeah, they can't possibly be strangers if they give you gifts, though.
だって全く知らん人じゃないし、それに営業の仕事でガムとかキャンディーはいつもいっぱい持ち歩いてるからって言ってたし。
Why would somebody who works for a cleaning company carry around a bunch of candy? Where did the candy come from?
営業の仕事？
ガムやキャンディーを配る営業というと製法レディとか？
You know what you can't do? Collect life insurance if you eat all of this candy and get the diabetes.
でもユージは清掃員なんだよ。
確かにあの嘘くさい笑顔も営業スマイルと考えれば納得できるような。
あんたね、全国の製法レディにぶっ飛ばされるわよ。
ですが1階の製法レディが使う営業車にしては、あの派手な車は失礼ながら税が過ぎるかと。あの車っていくらぐらいするものなの？
だいたい1800万円ぐらいじゃないかしら。
Good lord.
あ
マジで？
それに車は買った後も維持費がかかるしね。普段の足に使ってればタイヤなんて半年で丸坊主になっちゃうだろうし。
Well, with how you
一回
drive.
交換すればうん十万は飛んでくよね。
Although considering JB seems to drive the same way, that probably
yeah.
is point on.
I was about to say, actually, probably Amane would be a legitimately good getaway.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. She's great at it. She would be exactly like Baby Driver or Drive or name any of those movies with a similar premise. Honestly, they probably just have Drive in the title.
Yep.
あの女そんなにお金持ちなの？
外資系の保険会社と考えても腑には落ちないわね。
やっぱりなんか怪しい。そもそも何人なの？
I don't mean to alarm anybody, but the beeping inside Machina is getting louder and faster.
I was about to say, you know,
生真面目なドイツ人？
she's. It does tell you that she does kind of suck at her job if a bunch of kids are like, none of her shit adds up.
It's only a problem if anybody really stops to think about it, which makes it bad.
Yep.
陽気なイタリア人では？
Wait, what? I don't think that's the same as what she just said.
大雑把なアメリカ人なのよさ。間違いない。
なんで間違いないなんて言い切れるのよ。
だって挨拶の時ハウディって言ってた。今時あんな挨拶するの田舎のカウボーイか80年代に学生だったおばさんぐらいなのよ。
I mean, when you log into the back end of WordPress and you have an American login, it introduces you with howdy. It's just like, all right.
Howdy, y'all.
Howdy, y'all. Get a dog, little longy. Get a dog.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. In that one episode.
確かに謎だわ。
つーかさ、このままでいいわけ？
何が？
だってあの JB って女絶対にユージとそのなんていうの？ほら。
They have a, what do you call it? Relationship. of some kind.
ただれた関
Yeah,
係。
yeah.
There we go. That's probably, yeah.
そうそれただれた関係ってやつじゃないの？
どうなんだろうね。
No.
いいの？放っておいて。あまね、あんたさ、あんなの相手に勝てるの？
I don't know. They have similar length hair, so if that's the measure of strength.
勝つって何に？
だからあの女によ。まあ確かに若さとかおっぱいの大きさとかじゃ負けてないかもしれないけど、何しろ相手は金髪よ。
That means she's at least achieved the level of Super Saiyan.
つまりツンデレじゃない。きっと今頃あの女、ユージの前でデレデレしてるわよ。
What? Huh.
あのさ、みちる、その金髪が全員ツンデレって認識は間違っていると思うわよ。
違うの？
私に聞かないでよ。
とにかくこのままあの女に好きにさせておいていいのかって、私はそう言いたいのよ。
いいも悪いも別に私はユージの彼女とかそういうんじゃないし、ユージのお姉ちゃんになれればそれはそれで構わないっていうか。
Not if we have any choice in the matter and don't screw up.
甘い！激甘よ。それってただの便利な飯炊き女じゃない。
Wow, watch Michiru be the one who convinces her to really go for it again.
Ship.
自己満足かな。
So the theme in this episode is all of the blondes are wing women.
という弱腰。見損なったわよ、スオアマネ。あなたには本当にがっかりだわ。
みちる、あんた何怒ってんのよ。
なんとなくですけれど、みちる様の言いたいこともわかります。
どういうこと？
うまく言えないんですけど、結局のところよく知らない女の人に風見さんを取られるのが単純に気に入らないんだと思います。
Okay, that makes sense.
さっちゃんも言っちゃうの？なんだろうな、私にどうしろっての？はあ、まあいいか。さて、私も晩ご飯の用意しなきゃ。
私も。
ねえねえ、ユミちゃんユミちゃん。
Oh no, you should have escaped when you had the chance.
嫌な予感しかしないけれど、一応返事はしておくわ。何かしら？
ノンフライじゃあんまりだから新しいあだ名考えてみた。
Oh boy.
全然聞きたくないけど、一応言ってみなさい。
What?
は？
Yep.
だからバーバラ、
なぜ？
もしくはイボンヌ。ね、どっちがいい？
What?
逃げ遅れた。
Personally, Yvonne.
Fair.
I have my reasons.
All right. Meanwhile, we get to flash forward and he's like, well, that was a hell of a mission.
I'm not even gonna lie, I would love it. I would love if we never saw it. I'm genuinely serious.
No, we're not going to see it. At this point, I would be shocked.
でっかいあくび。マキナ眠いの？
おい、ちょっとだけ眠い。お兄ちゃん遅いね。
仕事長引いてるのかもね。いつ帰るかわからないって言ってたし、あんたもう先に部屋に戻って寝たら？
あんまねえわ。
I'm just going to sit here at the kitchen table, in the dark, with dinner, staring at the door.
私はもう少しここで待つよ。やることもあるし。
Oh no, she's going to start rolling around on the bed again.
やることって？
ユージの制服にアイロンかけなきゃ。
That was my second guess.
私も手伝うのよさ。
いいよ、もう10時になるし眠いでしょ。あとは任せておきなさい。
ごめんね、アマネ。
I'll be in your bed if you need me.
いいって、一人で部屋まで戻れる？
平気。
I really half expect her just to walk outside and fall asleep right outside of the door.
さてとっとと終わらせちゃいますか。
Same day, same time.
悪かったわね。こんな時間まで付き合わせて。
It's me again. All right.
I know. Welcome back.
Par for the course. Nothing to feel guilty about.
部屋に女の子待たせてるんでしょ。
Did you install surveillance in my room? I glanced down at the watch on my left wrist.
It's 10 p.m. already, and they ate 7, so there's no way she's still going to be waiting at this point.
That's what you think.
わかんないよ。あまねちゃんって言ったっけ。ああいう子ってさ、約束は約束って感じでさ、例えばデートの待ち合わせとかでも彼氏が来るまで何時間も平気で待ってそうだよね。
Hey, could I take those eye drops from the glove compartment?
I really don't think she's that inflexible.
今から帰るって電話ぐらいしておいたら。
What's the point? We'll be at the dorm soon.
わかってないな。そういう男の豆さが女には重要なのよ。
Joyce.
Does getting in contact all of 10 minutes earlier really make that big of a difference?
Yes.
されど10分の差なのよ。悪いこと言わないから電話しておきなさい。
Getting a lecture about women from JB is distinctly aggravating, but I don't think she's wrong. I take my private cell phone out of my work clothes' breast pocket and pause for a moment in thought.
No, I don't think I will.
I was just imagining Steve Rogers. No, I
Yep.
don't think I will.
あら、どうして？
You're assuming Amane's still waiting, but there's a chance she gave up hours ago. If I call her now and get, sorry, I was asleep, it would be pretty damn awkward.
待ってると思うけどな。女の子には嫌われないようにしておきなさい。
That's been the whole game so far.
If there's some reason I need to worry about that, I'll take appropriate measures.
人類の半分は女よ。汝の隣人を愛する前に汝敵を作るなかれってね。女の子には優しくして有意義な学生生活を楽
Technically
しんだ
more
方
than
が得
half,
じゃない。
right?
It is more than half.
もしあまね
Yeah,
ちゃん
yeah,
が
okay.
怒ってたらちゃんと謝るのよ。
I think it's 52 or maybe 51%.
That sounds right. Yeah. You know, I can't think of any reason she'd be angry.
I told Amane beforehand that I'd be back late, and I don't remember asking her to wait for me. If she's still waiting anyway, logically speaking, that's nobody's fault but her own. But for some reason, I do feel like I should at least come up with some sort of excuse. Am I losing my edge or something? Could have just called, or texted, or emailed. Would have been fine.
はい、到着。お疲れ様。
I was gonna say, like, WhatsApp, but that wasn't invented now. I think, like, Line wasn't even invented when we established it, so...
Yeah, because they were still talking about emailing back and forth.
Yeah.
It's after 9, so the texts should be free, I think.
Appreciate you going out of your way to drop me off.
いいのよ。それじゃあまたあなたにしかできない仕事が入ったら連絡するわ。
Incidentally, could you explain a little bit about what this job was?
Do me a favor and try not to call me out for every little thing, alright?
そう言わないの。予備役ってことでこの学園に通う許可が下りたんだから。
I'm aware. All right, JB, see you later.
ちょっと待ってユージ。
What now?
今日はお疲れ様。今日のあなたとっても素敵だったわ。
Get your hands off me.
すごく激しくてワイルドで私しびれちゃった。
What is this all of a sudden? Why are you getting out of the car?
Stay in the car.
あなたにお休みのキスをしようと思って。
I need an adult. I need an adult.
Help me. What?
おやすみユージ。
Make sure she doesn't leave lipstick on you.
The hell?
Suddenly, JB twines her arms around me and draws close, planting a kiss on the side of my face with all the force and speed of a rattlesnake striking its prey. The laugh.
Tee-hee yourself. Seriously nauseating.
じゃあねユージ。愛してるわ。また連絡するね。
JB lets out a high-pitched giggle unworthy of her years and swings back into her car, kicking her high heels vigorously up into the air. In the next moment, she's speeding noisily off into the night.
The hell was that all about?
When JB acts like that, it means she's up to something. I can't imagine what she possibly hoped to accomplish this time, but it's best to err on the side of caution when dealing with that woman's schemes.
Some sort of trap?
She definitely left lipstick on his face. No doubt. And perfume on
100%.
him.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
I mumble to myself uneasily, watching as JB's car dwindles quickly into the distance like a bad boy fleeing from the scene of a successful prank. And when I turn back toward the school, the nature of her snare becomes clear at once. Or that.
Sachi?
Sachi stands frozen a little distance away. Her cheeks are flushed red, she's lightly biting down on her lower lip, and her whole body seems to be trembling slightly. She's holding a white plastic shopping bag in her hand, probably on her way back from an expedition to the convenience store by the station.
私何も見てませんから。
I don't believe that for a second.
Hey, hold on, Sachi. I'm pretty sure you're misunderstanding something very badly right. Let me explain.
私みちる様に頼まれたアイスクリームを買って帰る途中なので失礼します。
It's fine, she likes melted ice cream.
I'm telling you, hold on a second, all right? JB and I aren't, well, our relationship isn't... Stuff.
分かっています。ただれた関係というやつですよね。
No.
私も子供ではないので、男の人はそういう体だけのドライな関係というか、むしろウェットな関係を求めるということも理解しています。
Wait, okay.
男の人はそういう体だけのドライな関係というか、むしろウェットな関係を求めるということも理解しています。
Okay.
No. That's not. JB and I aren't. Look, you've got this wrong. She was just screwing around.
はい、分かってます。
No.
大人の悪ふざけですね。
Why did you phrase it like
大丈夫
that?
です。あまねさんには黙っておきますから。
messed that up.
このことは薄い私の胸にそっとしまっておきますから。
Oh my gosh.
Look, Sachi, can you just, calm down, please?
疑ってますか？疑ってますね。大丈夫です。こう見えても私、口は硬い方なんです。なんなら今この場で押し倒してキスして確かめてみますか？
Alright. I mean, say what?
風見さん。
I think you broke us.
What?
もしかして私今、とんでもないことを言いましたか？
You might. Do you have something you'd like to share?
Yes, you did indeed.
もしかして私はこの後レイプされるのでしょうか？
What?
Whom? Look, stop pointing at me. Look, just get lost, will you? Michiru's waiting, alright?
はい、失礼しました。
Crying out loud.
There's no way that was a coincidence. JB must have noticed her. What a malicious prank. The dose was way too strong for a girl with no immunity whatsoever. God damn, JB. I think I might need to give that woman a serious scolding one of these days.
風見さん、
Ice cream.
You're still here? Need something?
ハルデラさんはあくまでもセフレで、本命はアマネさんってことでいいんですよね。
What?
Look, I'm not saying that line. Look, I said it's a misunderstanding, right? Get lost already.
Yeah, no. Yeah, y'all can read it.
ほっぺに口
I
紅つい
knew
てま
it!
す。アマネさんに会う前に拭いてください。
Yep.
それでは
I frickin' knew it.
Unbelievable. Every last one of them.
Even as I mutter my complaints, I wipe my cheek clean with the cuff of my work uniform. Yeah, but now there's lipstick on your cuff. There's no winning here. You've already lost. JB's pricey lipstick, visibly distinct from the knockoff stuff students buy in convenience stores, is reduced to a fragment smear on the sleeve of my pea green shirt. It smells distinctly of a grown woman. As I take a whiff, the contrastive scent of gunpowder soaked into my uniform also pricks my nose.
I smell.
Well, whatever. There's nothing I can do about it right now. Alright, well, I know this is kind of an odd place to stop, but I think we're gonna call it here. This scene leading up to Amane's choice is actually taking notably longer than I was expecting.
Yeah.
I guess we kind of had to get in some more of the slice of life elements, but also some speculation about JB.
I was about to say, I think it's important that basically they've set up that everybody has suspicions about him. That actually does further the plot.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, I think it had a good mix of both, some of the normal goofy stuff that we've seen so far, but also setting up each character's suspicions about the nature of JB and her relationship with Yuuji. It was important. I still think it's pretty funny. It's just like, good job on that job. What happened to the job? We don't need to talk about it.
Yes.
That's exactly what we expected. I think that's all I've got. Do you have anything else?
Nope. Looking forward to the, route stuff.
Yeah, actual choice. Well, thank you all so much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you in the next one. For now, we are the Bridge Boys, signing off.